everybody, and welcome back to another Mediocre Monday. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, we're back again with 5 of the most mediocre sets ever printed in Magic the Gathering's history. We've got, of course, Fallen Empires, Homelands, Saviors of Kamigawa, Dragon's Maze, and Born of the Gods. Now, of course, this is subjective. Take that with a grain of salt. Some people are going to say some of these sets are worse than others, all that kind of good stuff. There's going to be other sets that are worse. These sets are not necessarily as bad as they used to be. Things like that. This is just a poll that I took from various sources, Twitter, Patreon, all that kind of stuff, and these were the 5 that got the most votes across those sources, so that's what I went with. This seems like the best way of going about it. Anyway, this is just a chance for me to remind you, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. You should have seen a little pop-up come up at the bottom of the screen there to remind you. I would appreciate it. Greatly helps the channel. And let's get right into it. So what we're doing here, if you're unfamiliar, welcome. We're doing a little bit of a giveaway here where we open up these 5 packs, but if you leave a comment below and vote on certain things each week, so for instance, last week everyone voted on the highest number of white cards in the pack, okay? They could win that pack right now when I'm opening it, okay? So if you leave a comment on this video for next week's video saying, hey, this is the pack that I think, this is the set I think will have the highest number of blue cards in it, you could have a chance to win that pack next week when we open it up. So leave a comment below. All you have to say is which set. That's all you got to do. You don't have to be subscribed. You don't have to be following. You don't have to like the video. Nothing like that. Just leave a comment. I count them all up. I put them all in a spreadsheet, and I keep track of them all. So I have all 16 weeks that we voted on so far. This is week 16 now, of course. So right now we've got a total of, I think, about, what have I got? 30 votes here across all the sets. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. Let's. So what we do is we generally try to open them from the most number of votes to the least number of votes and just kind of go through it. Last week, I think everybody voted for like the lowest converted mana cost green. Is that what it was? Lowest cost green creature. Okay. So let's get right into it. We're starting with Saviors. Saviors got 11 votes this week. Saviors seems to be getting quite a number of votes. I think people are just voting for Saviors because they want to win Saviors packs, which I don't blame you. Saviors is a pretty nice set these days. So anyway, we're looking for the most number of white cards, regardless of what they are. Not creatures, not spell, just everything, anything that is white. We're going to take. And I believe I said mono white, which kind of throws Dragon Maze for a bit of a loop because its set has a lot of multicolored cards in it. So we might have to re-review that. I don't know. We'll see. Spiraling Embers. Shinnin of Flight's Wings. Inner Calm, Outer Strength, Raving Oni Slave, Torii Watchword. So there's our first white card, 1. Shinnin of Fury's Fire, Spiritual Visit, white card number 2. Let's see if we can move these down a bit. There we go, that's better. Path of Anger's Flame, Dreamcatcher, Matsu Tribe Birdstalker, Kuro's Taken, and into our uncommons here we got Exile into Darkness, Ghostlit Warder, and our rare, what is it, did we, oh, so we've got a foil here, and it's a foil uncommon, because there's our rare, Micho Kanda, Truth Seeker, not a bad little rare, this rare's actually worth a couple bucks, so that's pretty nice. But also it's white, so it falls into the category, which puts us up to 3. And we do have a foil. Ooh, we got a foil white. Look at that. There's 4 white cards then. Very nice. Our foil is, oh my goodness, just dropping it. Descendant of Kiyomaro. Sure. Anyway, there you go. So we got 4 white cards from Born of the Gods. Strong contender. Strong contender. Next up, we have a tie between Born of the Gods and Fallen Empires. I believe Born of the Gods... Did we open Born of the Gods first last week? Let's just take a quick look. It was 6 and 6 again. And then the week before that was 7 and 6. So Born of the Gods is what we're opening first this week. That's what we do. When there's a tie, we just go back historically and see who had more votes the previous week. All right, well, starting strong with a white card right there. There it is. Farah's Radiance. 1 white card. We've got Bolt of Keranos. Citizen Oathsworn. Marsh Mist Titan. Chorus of the Tides. Mortal's Ardor. 2 white cards. Oh, I should put it like down. Yeah, there we go. Karametra's Favor. Oris Kos Sun Guide. 3. Ooh, it's coming up close. We're not even in the uncommons yet. Stratus Walk. Forlorn Sudama. And that was our first uncommon. Second uncommon, Vortex Elemental. Ooh, Sunbound, or Sunbond? Sunbond, not bound. There's no U there. Mr. B, pay attention to words and letters. And, ooh, Temple of Malice as the rare. All right, well, it's tied. Tied. Is there a foil? There is a foil in this pack, too. So this pack had 4 uncommons in it. One of them being a foil. And that's a pretty sweet rare, too, the Temple of Malice. We'll make sure that the lands and I guess no one really wants that, so let's get rid of that. The land, though, for sure. All right, so right now it's a tie, which means someone who voted Born of the Gods and someone who voted Saviors are both going to win that pack this week. That's how I do it. If there's a tie, the people who voted for those sets both win. They both win. We've only had a tie once so far. All right, well, Fallen Empire's starting strong here with a white card. We've got Pharrell's Mantle. That's 1. We've got Bomb of Restoration, which is not so much. Thallid, also not so much. Acacian Javelineers, that puts it up to 2. This is what I'm saying is, like, these older packs could have, like, a whole bunch of white stuff in a row or blue stuff in a row. So that's 2. Homerid. Goblin War Drums. Homerid Warrior. Well, Fallen Empires is not going to take it this week because we're already down to not enough cards here. Order of Litber, and that's it. So came close though, 3. So I mean, like, if you think about it, this pack only had 8 cards in it, and it almost tied these ones. And I mean, technically, it did tie this because its 4th white was only a foil, right? So you know, it won just barely, right? Homelands is next, because Dragon's Maze only got 3 votes this week. Homelands is next with 4 votes. Can Homelands take it away? I mean, Homelands could also just have a whole bunch of white cards in it. Let's see if it... Can you let the cards out of the pack there? We've got Sea Troll. So now this would win if it was blue this week, right? Because we've got 2 already. Forget. Hungry Mist. Merchant Scroll. That's actually... Is this a card is worth something? Might be. I don't remember. Could be. Could be. I think it is. It's kind of cool. Anyway, it's not really like... Oh, we'll just put it down here for now. Abbey Matron. There's the white card. First white card. Dark Maze. I remember this card playing with this as a kid. This card was great. I loved it. Torture. And Joven's Ferrets. Ah, yes. Who doesn't like a few ferrets just hanging around on their wall, right? And there's like a little frog toad thing down there. I feel like that frog or toad thing is hanging out with the wrong crowd, because don't ferrets eat those? I would assume they do. So, Homelands unfortunately only got 1 white card that week, but I mean, had we been doing green or blue, they would have been, you know, blue would have been 4, would have been tied, right, for winning. So, I mean, like, even with 8 cards in their pack, yeah, they have a bit of a disadvantage because they don't have as many cards, but, like, they can still get in there. They can still get in there. Now, Dragon's Maze, I think, is going to be the one that's going to suffer the most from this challenge of, like, most cards that are that color. So I'm thinking that maybe we should probably be doing multicolor for this, but I'm not going to do it this video. We'll start it next video. So next video, even the cards that are blue multicolor will count toward the most number of cards in that color. Because this set has so many cards in it that are multicolored that if you're doing a count like this, it's going to suffer without including them. But I don't know. Let's see. I won't say for sure until the end of this video. Let's see how Dragon Maze does right now. Maze Runner. Boros Mastiff. That's 1. We got one. Phyto Burst. Smelt Ward Gatekeepers. See, now, this would be white. So, Armored Wolf Rider. I'm going to put it off to the side for the moment, and we'll see. Is it Cluestone? Crypt Incursion. Opal Lake Gatekeepers. Krull Warrior. Wake the Reflections. Restore the Peace. So that's another multicolor white card. We've got our second uncommon is Far and Away. Good. This card was a stand-up card in limited in this set. We've got Gleam of Battle, so that puts us up to 5 white cards if we were including the multicolor, right? And then Pyrewild Shaman as our rare. And then we just have a Gruul Guildgate and a Junk token. Okay, so if we're only going mono-colored, it only got 2, which is like, you know, it's about in the normal range of these others, it looks like. I think the 4s are pretty high. I think that's a high average for these packs to have. I think 3 to 4 is probably where our winner's going to be with these monocolor, like, which set has the most of those, right? Is what I'm guessing. Dragon's Maze had 5 if you include the multicolor. So we won't do it next week. Next week it'll still only be monocolors. And we'll see how blue does. And if blue comes out the same way as white, where it's like 2 blue cards. Well, I mean, like, I guess we can just look at the rest of this pack, right? 1. Yeah, see, like, okay, so blue would have suffered without the multicolor, so it only had 1 when it could have had 3, right? And I think 3 puts it more into the race, right? Well, let's talk about black, right? 1, 2, right? Like, I think we have to, right? Like, and then red, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 with the rare, right? I think the multicolor cards have to be included moving forward, right? Because green, like, this set will never win without them, right? Because you have to think about the split cards as well as the multicolor cards, right? Without these, they'll never have a chance of winning, right? At least that's what it seems like. Now, maybe I'm wrong. We'll try it again. Leave a comment below. I mean, like, when you pick your set, leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Yes? Just say yes or no. That's all you have to put. Should we include multicolor cards in the total number of cards of that color next week for blue? So that's right. Leave a comment below on this video. Tell me which set you think will have the most number of blue cards in it next week. And you could have a chance to win the pack that we opened that has the most blue cards in it. So, Fallen Empires, not so much. Homelands, not so much. Right? Unfortunately for you guys. Dragon's Maze, if we don't include the multicolor, not so much. Okay? I'm going to put this to the side because if we decide next week that we want to go with blue, I'm going to come back and I'm going to pick a winner who voted Dragon Maze this week for those white cards, because there's 5 there and they technically should have won. Right? But we're going to do this. 4 of each of these. So someone's walking away with this one, and someone's walking away with this one. So someone's going to get a Temple of Malice, and someone's going to get a Mikiko Konda. So that's pretty sweet. So we get to do 2 giveaways this week, which is pretty nice. I like that. I like that plan. Let's see. What have we got? Okay, so we've got Born of the Gods, and we've got Saviors, right? We got to get the big stack of lands here with everyone's names on them. And we've got to go through the lists. So let's put them in alphabetical order, because for some reason I still didn't do that before things. Sort that. Sort that. Okay. So we've got Alphonse in the Born of the Gods pile. And then we've got Big Willie, which I think we have a card for in Yorin Saviors. And then we have Corbin. Do we have a card for Corbin, or did we give him his card? Okay, Corbin, you get your... This is your Patreon card, and that's why it has the ×2 on it. Corbin is in the Born of the Gods. Born of the Gods. Put him in the right pile there. And then do we have anyone in C? No. D? Yes. D, we have Damon. Damon in Born of the Gods. And then we have Glorious Ul and Guro. Let's see. There's Gorowick. You're in Saviors. And Glorious Ul. You're there. And then do we have anyone in H? No. So we're into J next. Okay, so we don't need any of those folks. So Jonathan. Jonathan's in Saviors. All of you. I have 3 cards here with Jonathan's name on them, and they're all islands. Okay, we've got Joseph. We might need a card for Joseph. Yeah, we do. All right, Joseph. Joseph S is in Saviors. And who's next? Kairu. There's Kairu. And we've got Kazan. And my phone is going off. We found a secret, everybody. Secret. Thought I put you on mute. I don't care about PAX emails. Now I've dated it. Now you know when this happened. Okay. Kairu, Kazan we've got, okay, and then over here we have, okay, Mike A, Mike Maholnick, I see in there, MTG Hermit, and Mike A. There we go. Okay, and then we've got S. So we need to go to S section for the next folks. We've got Sean. And Sub Ice. And then we have Twilight's Eve up there. And then we have Virvel. Virvel. There we go. Boom. Got it. Got there. All right, everybody. So we have 11 folks here. We have 6 folks here. 11 fine folks voted for Saviors of Kamigawa, and they were correct. It had 4 white cards in it. Don't forget, next week you're voting for the most number of blue cards in a set. So that's our Saviors pack. Let me just put that over there like you. And then we've got, of course, this one. So we need a D6 for these guys. So we'll do Born first just because it uses a nice D6. We use our fancy Spike Feeders dice right there. So the Spike Feeder is a 6. The 1 is by itself. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Congratulations to you right there, this person. It wasn't Alphonse or Twilight's Eve or Glorious Ul or Sub Ice, and it wasn't Damon. So congratulations, Corbin. You win again. Corbin's on a hot streak here, man. Just a hot streak. Corbin, you need to buy a lottery ticket. All right. So that's Corbin. Congratulations, Corbin. You have won that pack. I just mailed out your other pack from last week, and now I regret it that I mailed it out literally the day before shooting this, because I could have sent them both at the same time. But c'est la vie. C'est la vie. All right. Okay. Now we've got 11 folks here. Which means we need our trusty D12. And on a 12, nobody wins. No, I'm just kidding. On a 12, we'll just re-roll. I make the same joke every time. Have you guys noticed? Have you all noticed? I make the same joke every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How about a 12? The joke happened. We did it. 7. Okay. Good luck next time, MTG Hermit, and Kazan, and Gorowick, and Kairu, and Jonathan, and Mike A, and Big Willie, and Sean Knight, and Virvel, and Joseph S., which means Maholnik, congratulations. You are the lucky winner. Thank you so much, everyone, for playing. Maholnik, let me know what you want me to do with this. I can mail it out to you. I have no problem with that. Or if there's something you want me to do instead, you let me know. I know he likes to make sure that I mail him, or I, get the best bang for the buck when I mail things to him because he's over in Europe. So, you know how it goes. Anyway, let me know, everybody. Thank you so much. If you need the mailing address, it should be coming up on screen now-ish. There's the email. You can shoot me an email there with your mailing address and everything. I think I'm pretty sure I have the mailing addresses for both of you guys who won this week, so we got that covered already. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I've been your host, MrBevers. Don't forget to leave your comment below for next week's video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to videos. I greatly appreciate it. It would help me out immensely. Thank you so much, and as always, may your pulls ever be better.